Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Cimnanya, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So I see a lot of people hyping Byron Donald up over him being very active. You know, he is also Donald Trump campaign team and all that. So he actually did an interview where he was saying that Joe Biden has actually watched a lot of things happen down there, like watermelon and Israel, right? And he did not do anything about it. That if it were Donald Trump, that would never have happened, like right in front of him and the rest of it. And I am saying, did you forget that Donald Trump actually said that he would at the same time side Israel over what is going on and also ask Israel to finish the job? Looks like they forgot. I see a lot of people hyping Byron Donald up so much, telling him that he is very smart, that he is really a good a great campaign team for Donald Trump and all that, and that he is going to be the vice president, and that they are sure that Donald Trump will pick him as the vice president. You all are liars. That Donald Byron is just a coon, because I see a lot of them being very active. I mean, like all their lives depend on that. One thing I'm going to tell you is that you can never be picked, and that is on period. Let's get into.
First of all, Donald Trump talked about the issues facing the American people. Joe Biden's the one who was lying. He said that no troops died under his watch. We know that's a bold-faced lie. 13 soldiers were killed at Hamid Karzai International Airport under Joe Biden's watch. Donald Trump did what he was supposed to do, stepped up, went into, frankly, rules that were not set for him. The Biden team set the rules yesterday. He delivered a performance of leadership and talking about the issues that matter to this country. We'll see what happens next.
Okay, and do you think that Democrats should be replacing their potential nominee for president given Biden's performance yesterday?
I'm not going to get into their business. I'm going to let them handle that for themselves. First of all, Donald Trump talked about the issues facing the American people. Joe Biden's the one who would...
During the Trump administration, there was 65 American soldiers, service members, died in combat while serving Trump during this time in the White House office from January 2017 to January 2021. They said there was fatal every year of this presidency. According to the hostile action, they said recording complied by the Defense Casualty Analyst System. The commander who was in charge of the Army, and, Biden so happened to come out and say it. He said that the commander thought he was one big joke, referring to Trump. Okay? My thing is, if this was shared to another person who was being in the position as a president, where they had private talks about another president when he was in charge in 2017 to 2021, imagine what they will say about Biden during that presidency. From looking at this perspective and you seeing this thing on TV and social media, this makes other countries to say, you know what, America's a joke. Because they're sitting there comparing like they're doing a piss contest. Innocent men and women had died. Okay? During the Biden administration, you remember the 3 young adults, okay? I think it was 2 black male and one black female, and they died, okay? And I think they were doing like a warm-up or something, and they were at the site, and it just blew up like that, okay? And regardless if it was incidental, unincidental, or whatever, those soldiers shouldn't have been there. Just like the soldiers in Donald Trump's administration. America needs to stop getting into people's business and getting involved into these dominations and putting fucking flags and want to be a dominator and want to search and siege what everybody's doing and need to just only focus. All this war is about domination and who controls and who has the highest pole that's on top. But at the end of the day, it's innocent men and women and children. Now, with the Biden administration, he did the drafting. To me, I don't think the drafting was necessary. But if Trump was in office, he would have done the same thing too. Think about it. If Trump did another term before Biden had done, okay, he would have done the same thing. He would have sided with the Israelites because he has no choice, because the Israelites are the ones who have the power, okay, as far as the administration of the government, as we see, okay. He would have turned around, even if he would have made a deal with Ukraine, all right, he probably wouldn't give them no money, but he would help Putin, which he had done prior before, in his last term, all right. They even said in the article that the total of 65 American soldiers, they even said that according to the soldiers, they had lack of funding and supply. Because you remember, he was supposed to sign a bill, Trump, and he did not give them any supplies. They said that they went into the mission, and they said it was a mission of impossible. And they said 45 was in fatal combat in the Trump administration. He has no military experience. He has no diplomatic experience. He has no foreign experience. And these are the type of people that you want to be as president. Okay? He don't even have domestic experience. He's telling you, oh, we cut the poll tax and we put tab tax. He don't know the difference between poll and tab. And then you're sitting there listening to this guy here who pretty much is a clown.
So this is all I got. This is a very short one. But then I have something to say, because I remember when they asked Trump, and he was saying that Israel should finish the job, right? So Byron, right? Yeah, Byron, I am kind of asking, how do you know he would have done something better? And now let me tell you something about these people, these black men that are actually out there singing all his praises and being out there, I mean, showing his support and the rest of it. I am not against them being supportive and all that, but now let me say this. A lot of people are hyping this Byron Donald up, telling him that why is he not the vice president? I'm going to put the comments so you all can also see that they are, I mean, that they are very smart when it comes to politics, because Joe Biden has really done a very terrible job, which is actually not bad. So far, he did not do great, especially when it comes to what happened between the watermelon and Israel, right? He did not do a great job. It was almost at the dying minute, and he started like, it looks like I am going to talk, I am not going to talk. And then he was like, ceasefire today, no ceasefire today, ceasefire tomorrow, and the rest of it. He is not active as a president. I see a lot of people saying he's old and all that. I understand he is old, but there is something at the same time when somebody is old, I mean, I think the person should actually go get rest. But I see now that the problem is that they do not want to withdraw him because of the other person that is also fighting so hard to become the president, right? So Donald Trump would not have done any better, because he personally said it, that if that was me, I am actually going to tell them to finish the job. So what job are they going to finish? So that Israel will finish what they started. So for those that are saying Donald Trump will not have done something like that, I hope you all know what you are wishing for and all that. And for those saying that Byron Donald is going to be the vice president and all that, you all are all lying. I mean, I don't know how to say, but you all are all liars. And you all do not know politics. They are just using these ones to at the forefront, because it looks like he has sworn that if black people are not part of his campaign team and all that, I mean, it's not going to work, because I see him pushing so hard to get black people into his team and all that. And then you all already know how they do after election. They are absolutely going to drop all of them and find their way, because that is how it's always been. All right. So, and all this while that he's been looking for a way to get black people, he's going to do this. I mean, like, he has so many things in common with black people and all that. He's been persecuted. Black people have also been, they've also been persecuted and all that. all these are just cheap talk and the rest of it. I am not sure he would have done anything better or anything different if he were, or I mean, he would have even done the worst. Donald Trump, the one that I have seen around campaigning and the rest of it. So for all these black men who has been going around following, keeping up with Donald Trump and all that, trying to be the best they can, you can never be picked. I hope you all know that. You all are all coons and cannot be picked, and there is no how they are going to leave and make you all vice president. The best you can get is probably a Congress or senator or something like that, but you cannot be vice president. If that is something that they've been working so hard and all that, I want you all to quit and you all can do better. The fact that a lot of people do not see anything wrong with the other man, the orange man being a president is something that isn't kind of somehow. But then, I mean, it's people's choice. I mean, they are supposed to do what they want. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.